Hello, good to have you on the program again today. It's the economy today on KAFTAN television. This is Okechukwu Onubog, of course, hosting this program, and I've got a guest with whom I'll be on this discussion segment today. This guest of mine is someone I must tell you it has taken me real time to get on the program. And so today I will make sure I'll utilize every bit of the time that I have with him. And so I want to say welcome to him. I'm talking about someone that is an engineer, so Engineer Innocent Ogu, is it?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, please, you're welcome to the program.
Thank you very much.
Engineer
Thank you very much.
Innocent is not just an engineer, he is an economic development strategist, a business development consultant, and all that. And not apart from all that I've just said, he is more. And that is talking about African Legacy International. He is the president of the African Legacy International. We'll get to know more about that as we go on. And looking at the topic we have on our program today, it is one that is special towards economic development. And we're looking at attracting foreign direct investments on the program today. So please do stay with us and get to enjoy every bit of it. As always, I'll let you know that each time you sit up with me on this program, the end is always beautiful, because you would have picked one thing or the other that will enable you make your own economy better. Because apart from talking about the general economy, we have our personal economies to work on. Welcome again. Let me do a little discussion on monetary discussion right now. So let's just look at that one. We're not taking a stock exchange today, really, but we'll do the monetary review. The federal government of Nigeria has restated its commitment to electric vehicle adoption drive. So the federal government reaffirmed its commitment to promoting electric vehicles and clean transportation as part of efforts to modernize Nigeria's transport sector, deepen industrialization, and advance the country's green energy agenda. The commitment was made at the inaugural meeting of the Electric Vehicle Association of Nigeria held in Abuja, where government officials and industry stakeholders stressed the need for stronger collaboration to position Nigeria as a major player in Africa's electric mobility revolution. Well, there is someone that really spoke there, talking about the DG of the Presidential Enabling Business Environment Council, someone that is Princess Zara Audu, congratulated the Everman for what she described as a bold and visionary step towards shaping the future of transportation, energy transition, and sustainable economic development in Nigeria. And that is what we have for that particular one. And then we'll look at again that the World Bank and the federal government have made efforts to restructure $500 million education funding program. The federal government and the World Bank have restructured the $500 million Hope for Quality Basic Education for All program, cutting funding allocations tied to the construction of new classrooms while expanding the number of states eligible for targeted interventions under the project. Details of the restructuring were contained in a World Bank restructuring paper dated May 26 and obtained from the bank's website. The document showed that the allocation for the creation of 13,000 new classrooms under the program was significantly reduced following changes in grant financing from the Global Partnership for Education. The World Bank said the restructuring was necessitated by a sharp reduction in Nigeria's GPE system, transformation grant allocation. According to the report, these changes stem from a reduction in the total allocation for Nigeria's GPE STG funding from $107.59 million to $53.973 million. The bank explained that the original arrangement had split the GPE funding between the World Bank and the United Nations Children's Fund, but the revised financing structure transferred the entire reduced grant allocation to the World Bank managed Hope Education Program. It stated that originally co-grants agents, the World Bank and the United Nations Children's Fund, were selected to each manage half of the initial SDG funding allocation. However, with the reduced GPE financing, the government of Nigeria proposed that the reduced allocation be managed entirely by the World Bank through Hope Education. And that is why there is a reduction in it today. But then, that is what we'll end. I will drop it for now. I will return to our discussion right away. And as I did say, we may still be getting to give you the business news this day, hoping we'll be able to have it so that it will come on air within this stipulated time. But before we go into all that, I return to my guest on the program today, Engineer Innocent Ogu. Innocent, as I said, is not just an engineer doing his work, he is also doing a lot more. And that's why we have him here today. So please, I want to say to the president of African Legacy International, welcome to KAFTAN TV.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Thank you.
Right. Now, looking at the topic we have for today, which I expect Jackson to get on here, let's look at the topic. Yes, thank you, Jackson. Towards economic development. Towards economic development. Looking at it, we're saying attracting the foreign direct investment. What do you think about it, generally speaking?
It's a very important topic, and I'm actually happy I'm here today to discuss this topic, this subject matter. When you talk about Nigeria and the foreign direct investment into the country, I could say, or I will say mandatorily, that Nigeria has enormous potentials, but it is very important that we deliberately work to create structured platforms to make investors to be able to access directly to the local people, the potential, the opportunities, the institutions. Creating a structured arrangement will be able to be accountable, be accessible, and be visible. So this is very, very important for us to be able to have all these investments come into the country. We need to have structured platforms that will make it to work. And it's very, very necessary we do that.
It is very necessary.
Yes, we have a structured platforms to enable investors to access the local partners.
Now, looking at these structured platforms, do we have the ability to create them, or are they entirely strange to the Nigerian economy?
It's very, very possible, and that's why you see most of the organizations, like our own organization, doing industrial and commercial expo, making it known to the public. It creates an opportunity, enabling environment to attract most of these investors. Some of them will come as consultants to come and check out. They will come down, they will be able to assess what is available, they will be able to meet one-on-one, engage with the local people, and now be able to know how to strategically invest. It's very important. Okay. Investment does not just happen. Someone will not carry his money or her money or institutional funding and just throw like that without engaging. So creating the platforms, structured platforms, are very, very important.
Okay. And as I said, from the way you're looking at it, it shows that it is possible that we should have all these things everywhere in Nigeria. Is that not so?
Yes.
But looking at our current situation, do we have them, or is it needful that we start working on getting to have them now? Because why I'm saying this is that FDIs, they are the people, let me say, the investments are the things that will help to build an economy and get it perfected. That's why it is towards economic development. It is the presence of the FDIs that will attract a lot more into our local economy and to lift it. So I need to find out, is there a means of verifying the fact that we don't have them now, that we can have them, and do you know how we can have them?
Now, you know, when you talk about foreign direct investments, even everywhere, they are all possible.
Okay.
When you look at Nigeria and its own setting, with the enormous potentials,
Yes.
with how the country is being positioned, Nigeria has almost everything to attract more foreign partnership than ever. The giant of Africa. But you now think about, why are most of the faculties or departments or sites of investments are not being invested as required, either locally or internationally? That's why I said there must be structured platforms. There must be much advocacy to tell investors that we are ready, we are safe, we are everything. When all the structured platforms are being created, investments will be able to come in smoothly. You will now see people investing their money and sleeping. You see people investing their money and having that comfort that, yes, actually, our investment is being secured.
Okay.
Yes, there must be such opportunities to make sure that investors will be able to look in and invest. Structured platforms. And now, when you now talk about these structured platforms, you now ask, what exactly are the structured platforms? You now talk about campaigns.
Yes.
The government level, individual level, NGO level, campaigning for a better society, for a better country. You see NGOs, you see private people having programs on good governance. You see people having programs on industrialization, in agri projects. All these are called structured platforms. If I am a pharmaceutical company sourcing for products like moringa, ginger, for our own manufacturing companies, and we now say, yes, there is agri program in Abuja, and I am sure most of the garlic, ginger, moringa, this and that are being produced in Nigeria. Let me go and interface, engage with the organizers and with the participants of that event. From there, any investor will now be rest assured that he's talking to the real people. He's actually investing wisely. He's actually engaging wisely. They are called structured platforms. Without much better structured platforms, you see that investment or direct FDI will not better be as the rate is supposed to be, because nobody will throw his or her money in a vacuum.
Yes. Okay. Now, you already a strategist and a consultant, as far as I know, concerning these things, engineer. But what I want to find out is how easy can it be to have these things to work? Let me give an instance. In Nasarawa State, we have lithium, a whole lot of deposit of lithium in Nasarawa State. And this lithium can help in producing batteries, both for the solar system and the normal batteries they use for vehicles, and so on and so forth. A lot of things we can do with that. And the Chinese that produce most of these things, they want to come to Nigeria. And then again, you look at Plateau State that has a lot of tin and things like that. And they even have these ornamental stones. And such people outside want to make use of it. And then again, you look at Kano State, there is a lot of the natural things that you can make reference to that can give you tanning products for the textile materials. Then there is the gum you can find from the southwest and south-south, that's Edo. And someone needs to move to such places to tap these things. There is also the cocoa, effectively, of course, that can give you a lot of chocolates that everybody enjoys and so on and so forth. all in the southwest. And go towards the southeast, you find that there is the palm produce, and you see it happen. And we all have these things. Even part of the North Central, where you look at some other products that are not the ones under the ground, look at cashew products and all that. There are so many, more than 100 products that can come out from the cashew, both from the milk or the seed or the nut, sorry. So all these things are from even the shell. But people that want to do this, polish, wax and all that, all those things that they want to do, but they don't know how to go about it in Nigeria. I want to ask, is the network able to make it happen? That is, to make people see this and go for it. How would your organization help, that is talking about the African Legacy International, help to expose these products to the rest of the world? I don't know how much the government is doing. That's why I'm asking you as a private person. How can it happen? And if the government is not doing that much, can you help bring up some of the things they need to do? And what are the private sector investors or individuals doing today?
Okay, thank you very much. This is very fantastic because when you look at the enormous potentials that are in the country, as most of the leaders used to say, we are not supposed to be poor or hungry.
Yes, we're not.
Absolutely no way. And we also should understand that if there are no real financial injection to a particular sector of the economy, it could be on a very minimal way. Maximizing these opportunities requires refunding and, if possible, government presence. When some of these things are being put in order, we will now be able to maximize most of these areas of economy you have mentioned. Let's take, for instance, you talk about cocoa. When we have cocoa, true cocoa, you get the chocolate, you get the several things, and you also know that most of the companies in Europe, they don't have real cocoa plantation. They source their cocoa from Africa. Now, on which area will government be able to make most policies that enables penetrations, business access to some of these areas of the economy? These are legislations. The legislation government will be able to get into, let us have an access, product penetrations. You see most of our product being produced in Africa, being produced in Nigeria, but there are no straight way, or with bottlenecks. You cannot export. Areas of checkmating, several ways of bottlenecks. So it is also very importantly that we will be able to advocate to enable government pass bills that will enable most of these products to be able to be accessibly be exported for foreign income into the country. So it is not only on the private sector, because I know if you go to a Benue state, as for instance, you get a lot of produce products in large quantities.
Yes.
No storage facilities.
No storage facilities.
No storage facilities, and you see at the end of the day, after the season, everything goes. And you will not be able to access those products.
In actual fact, sorry to disturb the cut in here, let me say that it always gives me pain each time there is this availability of products like these mangoes.
Yes, exactly.
And oranges. And you see, instead of thinking of a factory that will be somewhere near that area, where you have fruit juice, then you, of course, these are fruits.
Yes.
You get the juice from them.
Yes.
And it will be available everywhere, easily available for everyone. I remember years back, many years ago, I went to a town in Issues or local government in Enugu State.
Okay.
I've forgotten the name of that town. I think it's Mbu.
Okay.
Oh my God. It was in Mbu that I ate the sweetest mango in my life.
Wow.
And you know what? Every corner you will see mango trees.
Mango trees, exactly.
Every corner you see mango trees. So I was moving, I parked my vehicle somewhere up, and we were walking down towards the place we needed to go. I saw trees with ripe mangoes all over. At a stage, I couldn't bear it again. I had to ask the people, what is happening? These mangoes are ripe. Many of them are on the floor. Many of them are up. People are not doing anything. Is it that people did these their diabolical things and nobody should touch them? They say, no, no. That the truth is that they are tired. They said, look, you must have come with your vehicle. Go and bring your vehicle and come and park and fill the boot of your vehicle and go. We don't know what else to do with this thing. That's why. I said, what? So I had to, at the end of the work we came to do, go up, pick my car, come down, and they filled the boot of my vehicle.
Of your vehicle.
With mangoes. Oh, I was so excited because the one I tasted was so sweet. So I had to go out and deliver, that is, give to many people. Many people. The people that came with me, there were 2 people. I asked them, they even gave us baskets so that we can pack more.
Let me shock you somehow.
So we don't have anything like.
Let me shock you. Let me shock you. You know, most of these very things, they don't resurrect overnight.
Yes.
I was coming back from Europe, and a friend of mine insisted I must drop in Dubai.
Yes.
When I got to Dubai, I met one of the powerful World Expo. They call it Organic and Natural Expo.
Okay.
In UAE, World Trade Center. So, and you see, in the whole pavilion, in the whole World Trade Center, there is no booth or pavilion for Nigeria.
Oh my God. It's a world program.
World Expo, Organic and Natural Expo. There is nowhere you will see products from Nigeria being displayed in that very expo. How do we have financial injections to our rural and our productions? If there are injection of, let's say, 1B to production of maize this year alone, either by government or private sector, you will see that, one, the birds in the poultry will do well.
Yes.
You will see that the animals will also do well. You also see that grains and people will also do well. Just that injection, financial injection.
Yes.
There are people who are ready to do the work, but there must be a supplementary push financial to do that. But we cannot get to, or government will not be able to solve everything if there are no structured platforms to attract investment. Do you get me?
Yes. So that
yes.
There were to be
in that Organic and Natural Expo, you see different countries.
And we are nowhere to be found.
With their natural production. And you see manufacturing companies coming to source products for their productions. There. They make business that they interchange. They make business and they interchange. And there are also government support in such programs. And this is something very major we have learned. You know, if a farmer, like as you mentioned, mangoes, has such number of productions, be able to sell maximally quantities and be able to solve their problems, there will be no conflict. There will be no tribal wars. There will be no whatever thing.
And there will even be link from there for the coming years.
For the coming years, people will book in advance. Yes. And the farmer will be able to use that money, pay for their children's school fees, be able to access other products for their own livelihood.
Yes.
So it is very, very important. There must be structured platforms to attract investments. Thank
you so much. Please, we'll hold on to this. We'll return and continue. We'll just move over to take what we have as our business news. And after the business news, we'll return here. We'll continue.
Thank you very much.
Economic analyst and former Nasima president Dele Oye says the Dangote Petroleum Refinery could save Nigeria more than 15 trillion naira annually by ending the country's heavy dependence on imported fuel. Oye urged the 650,000 barrels per day refinery has the capacity to meet over 90% of Nigeria's fuel demand while generating billions of dollars in foreign exchange through exports. He criticized the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited for defending continued fuel import licenses, saying the policy weakens local refining and prolongs economic dependence on foreign suppliers. According to him, Nigeria spent over 15 trillion naira on petrol import in 2024 alone, putting pressure on foreign reserves and the naira. Oye urged the federal government to prioritize domestic refining, review import licensing policies, and support private investment in the downstream petroleum sector. The federal government has commenced consultations with state authorities and regulatory agencies on the implementation and enforcement of the National Health Insurance Authority Directive 2026 for operators and the app-based transport, food delivery and logistics sectors. The directive mandates digital platforms to ensure that self-employed workers and independent contractors operating on their platforms are enrolled in mandatory health insurance schemes. The implementation plan includes making NHIA compliance certificate a requirement for registration, renewal, and operational licensing for app-based transport, food delivery and logistic companies. Government officials are currently having discussions on how the federal directive will be integrated into existing state regulations and operational guidelines governing e-hailing, delivery and logistic businesses. The federal government noted that the initiative forms part of broader efforts to expand social protection and healthcare access to workers within Nigeria's growing gig economy.
The event drew airline operators, aviation investors, industry regulators, and other key players in the sector. Speaking at the meeting, Keyamo said strengthening indigenous airline operators remains a cardinal objective of the current administration. The minister explained that the leasing company has been part of Nigeria's aviation roadmap since 2015, but was delayed by compliance issues with the Cape Town Convention. Keyamo stressed that patronage of the company would not be mandatory for airlines, describing it as a special purpose vehicle designed to ease access to aircraft leasing for local carriers. He disclosed that the African Development Bank is set to sign a memorandum of understanding with Nigeria on the initiative, signaling growing international confidence in the project.
We are bringing in investment of nearly 95 or 99% outside. And development bank, private individuals from outside the country and inside the country are bringing in money to ensure that this company has enough funding to bring in aircraft into the country on dry lease.
Responding on behalf of operators, Ibom Air CEO George Uresi commended the minister for his gigantic initiatives that have changed the aviation sector in Nigeria.
The Honorable Minister, I want to congratulate you, and on behalf of the airlines, this is a major recharge. And so we are very happy with this development because it makes another, it doesn't mean we are forced to take it, but when it gives us the advantage of low interest rates, naira repayments, we'll take it.
The Nigeria Aircraft Leasing Company is expected to boost the operational capacity of local airlines, improve access to modern aircraft, and deepen investor confidence in the industry. Ekaite Ibot, KAFTAN TV.
Good to have you back here again. We're still on the discussion segment, and I still have my guest. He is Engineer Innocent Ogu, and of course, this is Okechukwu Babu. And we're still going on. With Engineer Ogu, we've been talking about what has to do with towards economic development and the attraction of foreign direct investors into the country of Nigeria. And he himself being the president of the African Legacy International. And I even want to go this way. Tell me what African Legacy International does.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's very hit.
Yeah.
You know, actually, the organization was formed 2011, and we are in the mandate of promoting made in Nigerian products
Good.
to the foreign world. Made in Nigerian products. We project Nigeria positively to the rest of the world through its programs, activities, and products. Made in Nigerian products are the key things we project externally to attract investment to the country.
I see. How do you project it?
Yes, as I said earlier, you know, when structured programs are done,
Yes.
things happen. Things happen. We do this through programs and events. We do have events locally and internationally. Yes, we have events locally and internationally. And one of the ones we could be able to identify presently now is the Industrial and Commercial Expo.
Very good.
We have Industrial and Commercial Expo for 28th, 29th, and 30th of this July.
And
yes,
and
FCT Conference Center.
Okay. No, what I'm
here
saying
in Abuja.
What is mentioning here? Is it industrial and
Industrial and Commercial Expo.
What are you exposing? that is exposing.
Yes, exactly. We are actually talking about what is going on. We are actually exposing or disposing or making known the made in Nigerian products. Everything that has to do with Nigeria,
yes,
including the activities in the ministries.
Okay.
Positively, showcasing them, including the products,
yes,
the innovative products of the banking sector in Nigeria.
Okay.
Yes, they are all coming at the expo.
Okay.
Coming to showcase what we are talking about, industrialization and commercialization.
So the oil industry is part of what you see exposed, because
yes,
part of the things that are
exactly. Just like the example you gave about mango,
yes,
the last time. So if you look at it, we are making open all the things, exactly, all the things that we are producing here in the country. Then at the end of the day, people, foreigners, you know, we are expecting all the diplomatic missions in Nigeria
to be in the program.
Yes,
that's good.
They are commercial attaches. What are they doing? We have informed them, and they are coming to see what we have.
Good.
They are coming to see what we have. And from there, they will be able to now communicate and write wisely to their people
at home.
At home.
Come to Nigeria. There is something you're missing.
Commercial attaches. That is their work, to come and witness the industrial and commercial nature of the country. And so the expo is going to be one of its best. So we're having it here.
It could even be the solution to the problem that has been worrying me since.
Go ahead.
Know, that problem of not having factories doing fruit juice all over the country. Because, I mean, we have everything here.
Thank you very much.
The only thing we don't have is the technical know-how to get those factories here.
Yeah.
That's all. And since they do have it, and we have you, through you, they will see what we have and come in and do the construction.
Exactly.
You know, it was before the 70s. It was when the colonial masters were in charge of Nigeria, in control of the country. That was when they built one factory in Oji River in Enugu State, Old Anambra, Old Central State. They built that factory. It was it's called the cashew processing factory. I went there one day. I don't know what happened. We were traveling. I was traveling from the current Anambra to the current Enugu.
Enugu State, okay.
So, and I got to that area. I just told the people with me, let's even go there and look at what that place looks and see what that place looks like. We got there. We still, do you know, we still saw some of those machines, but it's just that they have been outdated and
not being maintained.
Nobody is touching them. Nobody is maintaining it. Not even only that is it outdated. Nobody is maintaining them. So they've got rusticated and all that. It pained me. I say, look at what would have if we since the colonialists left. Our own people just did it for a while, and maybe because of the war, they abandoned it. If they had continued with it, maybe while working, fresh machines would have been sought for and brought in.
Exactly.
So please, this expo is one major thing that can help bring the people that can
Yes.
get these things done again.
Yes.
So that I can, I mean, I enjoy eating cashew nuts.
It is not only cashew nut, because when you talk about industrial and commercial expo, this very expo is strategically designed to connect investors with manufacturers.
You see?
To connect investors with people of Nigeria, to connect government with local people, to connect, do you understand?
Yes.
To connect a farmer in the local village or whatever to the central people.
Be it Kara Namoda.
Thank you very much.
Or Pangshin, or
Mbise, or anywhere.
Or Zobolo.
Exactly.
Wherever.
Exactly.
Wherever it is.
Exactly.
Any town.
Exactly.
Anywhere.
The last time we did, the last edition we had, you know, that was when I knew that the correctional center of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, the prisons,
Yes.
were having agricultural and engineering sector by inmates. By inmates. If you see drones of oils that are being shared, no, of the whole federation, coordinated by the Abuja the headquarters of the correctional center. You see gallons of palm oils, you see bananas, you see plantains, you see food items. People were even coming, you see gari, fried ones. They were able to buy. Some embassies came and they were able to even make connect.
Yes.
Oh, the correctional centers, inmates, those who are even in prison could do this.
What about
you see
who are free?
door frames and everything. They showcased mightily. So it is the expo. It is not only for private people, government people. If you see the army, the DIASCOM had to from Kaduna brought in their machines locally made. They were boasting we can do this. If you come to industrial and commercial, you also see that our Nigerian people are very talented to do so many manufacturings. And if they are being encouraged, what do you think that will happen? And that's the reason why the government has come out in their own strength that they were supporting the event.
Okay.
It's very, very going to be very famous, both locally made, both agricultural productions and everything. You will see that showcase at the very expo.
No, it's good that you're talking about it.
An asset
it's good
to get to these very people.
I must tell you straight away that whether you like it or not, that African Legacy International must partner with KAFTAN Television.
Oh my God, thank you very much.
I'm saying this on air. Must partner with KAFTAN Television.
Exactly.
Because there's a motto we have here, a logo we have here. Imagine a beautiful world.
Oh my God.
And so you can imagine what a beautiful world we have when we have this link together to tell the world the great products that can come from Nigeria and let them come and bring the money. As I said earlier, the FDIs are avenues through which the economy is boosted.
Yes.
And with what you do and getting them to come in, we'll be sure that foreign exchange would happen better for Nigeria.
Now, let me tell you, I'm so excited. I came for just like appearing on this very strategic topic.
Okay.
And I'm holding relationships that are not just ordinarily mentioned. You know, when you mention this, it is not just on a mere mentioning.
No.
It is being recorded, and as you see, our working staff, they are outside, and they are taking note of this.
Of course, yes.
We are going to hit it very, very hard. And you know what it means when we have a local partnering media organization like this.
Yes.
It's going to go beyond your imagination. And I'm challenging you that this very expo are bringing, as I said, the local, the embassies resident in Nigeria, diplomatic missions resident in Nigeria are coming in mass by their commercial attaches.
Yes.
To come and fuse on this very expo.
We will get some of them to come on to
American ambassador
with you so that they
gave me a personal letter of how will African Legacy and the embassy fused together to develop trade between the two countries.
Great, great.
The last year edition, so many embassies came in mass. And when you talk about this year, we are talking about attracting investment to the country. Yes. We are talking about injecting funds. Injecting funds.
Huge funds.
Huge funds.
Not just talking about
injecting funds.
Billions and trillions of
when you inject
dollars.
funds into our local made products, you see that they will be sustainable, and you also see that it will be able to affect other areas of the economy. So it is our mandate, our make sure that it happens.
Thank you so much. Well, I must say that we've done a bit of talking and trying to, as I said, it took me so long to get this engineer, Innocent Ogu, on the program. It is good he is here. I must tell you, so long, I'm not talking about so long of two months or 3 months. It's 1 whole year. That's what it took me to get him. And now that he's here, we will not let him go. We'll continue. And this will not be this is the first, and it will not be the last. We'll have a whole lot to discuss and to partner with you to ensure that the economy of the nation is lifted, boosted through the African Legacy International, and of course, the economy of African Legacy International is boosted, and that of KAFTAN Television is lifted. So we'll work towards that. And also all these fellows that will come in, we'll bring them in here, and we'll talk to ensure that our people, one beautiful thing about this station is that, like this program that's going on now, is live streamed. It's going on live everywhere in the world. They can watch and see what we're doing. From the local villages in our country to those cities in America, Canada, and Spain. They are watching and they are seeing. So definitely what we're doing is going far and wide. And so definitely the result will also come big and huge. So thank you for coming.
Thank you.
I want to say now, what would you give as a piece of advice to the authorities that be in the nation at large, and to the local producers? What encouragement can you give them? See, because some producers in the local form have lost hope. But with what you're doing, you're bringing hope afresh to them. So what are the pieces of advice you can give both to the government and to the local farmers, as well as to investors from outside watching the program?
Thank you very much. Actually, if you see this very event that is going to come, as I mentioned,
yes, sometime
having what we call structured platforms is one of it that is being organized, that have been positioned, that is also strategically arranged to make interface between investors and the local people, and including the government. Yes. And that's also very, very important to know that there will be G2B, government to business, and business to business.
Yes, G2B and B2B.
And B2B, section in that very expo, where most of these leaders will be able to come and discuss extensively and have discussion, interaction, and networking on how to make some of these things work. Where will I be able to source this? Where will I be able to get that? Now, to local farmers and their local people, we are working extensively to make sure we have what we call the state coordinators for industrialization and commercialization. And they are coming on board with locally produced products to come and showcase at the expo.
Very good.
We are trying to touch the grassroots.
Very good.
Secondly, we're bringing in reputable people, making invitations, as I said, outside the country for people who are also coming at the expo to come and look at what we have. So it is going to be a matchmaking arrangements that will happen. And we're also saying that the government presence being there and the government being at this very point in time, we need to do more advocacy to bring in, to push in, to see that what we are doing will be able to work accordingly. The advocacy there is to make publicity. The advocacy there is to make announcement, to create awareness. And I'm sure with this very table now, today, we are aligning the relationship with KAFTAN Television, who are also going to do that. Yes. The expo will be a platform to give hope to the hopeless producers, to give inspiration and and actualization to those who manufacture on daily basis, to the great farmers, to this or to that. And we are using the concept we have gathered all many years in the industry to make it happen at this very expo. So if you're around in Nigeria, try and connect, try and come, 28th to 30th of July.
No problem. You may not bother to mention the dates right now. We'll still go on officially to talk about the dates and sing with it.
Okay.
That the world will know.
Okay.
So we'll see that's what we'll do to make sure we get it done. And well, it's a good thing you have said that. There are some ideas that are coming to my mind that I'll need to ask you afterwards to how to make sure that just as you're having state coordinators, you should make sure that the each state commissioner for
the industrialization and commercialization, yes,
will be there,
yes,
so that it will make sure that it is a nationwide activity. There are things. One beautiful thing about Nigeria is that every state in Nigeria has at least one
product or the other to boast about.
Yes, and so as they say, Nigerians do not have any reason to be poor.
Absolutely nowhere. Absolutely nowhere.
I thank God that people like you have come in to help. Let's see how it goes, because we need to do everything possible to promote the economy of the nation, to promote the economy of the states, as the state commissioners will be coming in, and to promote the economy of the individual, so that we'll have something, in our families to keep put on the table, as they say. That way, we'll be sure that greater things will happen in our lives. Thank you so much, Engineer Innocent Ogu, for being on this program today.
Thank you very much.
It's been a big pleasure. If you ask me, I would say I would wish we'll continue for a longer period of time, but then we need to round off for other things to still happen. I want to thank you again for coming. And saying that Engineer Ogu is the president of Africa
Legacy
International, the people that are bringing in this expo. And what is it, as I said, what are you exposing? Because in exposition, it is what are you exposing? So they are exposing the great quality, potentials, not just potentials, even the reality of the things that we have in Nigeria to the rest of the world.
Yes.
And I remember that some years back, two governors worked together to develop something in Nigeria. The governor of Lagos State then worked with the governor of Kebbi State then, to the then governor. And they worked and produced what was referred to as lake rice.
Okay.
That is Lagos and Kebbi.
Kebbi.
That was what gave lake rice. They gave rise to lake rice in Nigeria. And lake rice was so well, beautifully packaged and done. But I don't know what happened, because when those governors left, it looks like the others didn't understand the story, so they let it die. But when such things are brought into such organizations like this expo, then definitely there is assurance that the thing will last for many years to come as it goes on. And so we'll be glad to have to see all these on the program. Again, I will thank you. And let me say to you, Engineer Ogu, this will not be your last time of being here.
No, I'll be coming.
You will come many more times.
Many more times.
I know you are a very busy person, and you have a great schedule. To move all over the country to do what you're doing, and beyond the country. I remember the other time you were going outside.
Yes.
I don't know, it was Kuwait or so you were going to then.
No, Croatia.
Yes. So,
Croatia in Europe.
Yes, in Europe. Please keep doing it, but don't forget KAFTAN Television.
We are working together.
For you.
We are going to work together. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
And dear viewer, that's how we'll be concluding our package for today. And I must tell you, Engineer Ogu has some people that are also part of the company that came along with him. We have Nedim Maibukwe and Chinonso Ogu. Thank you so much for coming. And it's a good thing that it has happened, and a lot will still be coming. And thanks to my people, Jackson Lucas, thank you, Jackson. Great director, as well as Samuel Omaji, not forgetting Sheung, Oluwa Sheung. I want to thank you, and thank Victor Victor, there are Victors, Victor Adeye and Victor Chizea. Thank you so much. We'll continue with the work, and we'll make sure that the best will always happen to all of us. This is Okechukwu Onubog. As always, on KAFTAN Television, we always want to say, imagine a beautiful world. And for me, finally, may the very best happen to us all the time. Thank you. That's it for today.
Thank you very much.